Hey everyone. So in this video, I just wanted to talk about kind of the inconsistencies that players have been getting regarding customer service in the game. And I've experienced it to a lesser extent than other people, but I think the driving force for this video is how some players and factions even have been able to transfer while transfers have been closed for everyone else. And I just I don't like how it seems that there is some bias involved. I don't blame the players because you know what? If I really wanted to transfer, if I was in a toxic region, if I just ended up in the wrong region because I didn't get the memo on when transfers were closing last time and I saw that transfers were open, I'd probably jump out too. Like, I am currently happy where I am, so my situation is different, but I find it to be just a little unfair where some players who do contact customer service, they're able to get their transfer time either reduced because when a transfer period is open, you have a 10-day cooldown where you can't transfer out again. And I know that after WOC 3, I personally know some players who ended up in a region that overall just wasn't right for them. They had a falling out and they wished to be transferred, so Scopely was able to allow them to transfer out again. And you know what? I'm happy that those players had that opportunity to, because, things happen and it becomes difficult to enjoy and continue to play the game if you're in an area that doesn't make you happy, because we all play these games to enjoy ourselves. And if we're stuck in an environment that is considered toxic to us, well, we want to avoid that, of course. So that is a different issue. It's still kind of similar where some people have that opportunity and are granted that opportunity to transfer. But right now what's been going on is there's been a few individual transfers that have been facilitated by customer support, but it's not like transfers are open to everyone. And I've seen comments on the forums. I've had people ask me personally, either on my line or on my Discord, about when transfers will be open again. And it almost seems like they are open right now, but only to a select few people. Again, I don't blame the players for it. I just would like to see some consistency. I know some people have asked and they've received no answer or their ticket has been closed. And to me, it just seems unfair that some players have this direct line of communication or they contact the right person. Like, my personal experience is that I saw a lot of players, they're able to ask customer service, how many war cans did I use in this past war? And usually customer service is pretty quick on their toes. They tell them, you used 56 war cans this weekend, and I'm just throwing out a number there. But the response I got back was, we can't check that for you. Was there anything wrong with your war refills this past weekend? And at that, they closed my ticket. So I was kind of baffled because I know a number of other players who got a response. So I ended up submitting another ticket asking, and the next person who answered my ticket ended up telling me exactly how many war cans I got. So the inconsistency is just a little weird to me. Like, why do I have to keep submitting a ticket for a pretty simple answer that one person was able to give me, and they gave me the answer pretty quickly, versus another customer support representative who said that they were unable to give me this information? I mean, which is it? You can give it to me quickly or you just won't? So I guess it's kind of similar to this whole transfer issue where some people are heard and some people aren't. Some people it's made possible and some people it's not. I know that there was a faction out of Davidson who actually got transferred out, and it wasn't like they requested it. Apparently transfers were just open for them, and somehow they were able to move to Elmore even though it was outside of a transfer period. So I'm unsure how this actually works or what gave them that opportunity to move out. Again, if you're unhappy where you are and you have the chance to, I totally understand why you would. Right now, I think that what's bothering a lot of people is that we're in an all-out war event, and some factions are getting an advantage by being able to recruit players from, well, out of region. I know my faction is a couple players short, and we would love to be able to recruit. We have some people who would like to come and join us, but for one reason or another, they're unable to. Yet other factions, and I won't name which factions these are, I'm sure it's been going around a lot. I know it's been mentioned on the forums as well as on Discord and Line and probably WhatsApp, Facebook, and so on. But again, I want to pinpoint on the inconsistencies of customer service rather than the players here, because, it's not the players making the overall decision on who gets to transfer and who doesn't. I just want to see consistency with it. I would love to be able to fill out our faction, especially with the events that are going on, and retirements happen. People quit the game, either because it becomes too time consuming, it's too costly, for a number of reasons. They're just not enjoying it anymore. So I think that transfers should either be open to everyone or it should be closed to everyone. There's really no in between, because as soon as you start showing that gray area, well, people start seeing it as favoritism, right? There becomes some bias involved, and there's a lot of speculation on what someone has to do to be allowed to transfer. People have speculated that it might be down to how much players spend, might come down to just what customer service representative you get. There's just no way of knowing the exact reason, and I think what's causing a lot of the, I don't want to call it anger, but I guess frustration, is that it seems like some people are receiving this favoritism. These factions are receiving this favoritism, and I think what we all want is just a little bit more communication so we can understand what's going on, why it's happening as well. I think as the players, we deserve to have that communication, and us speculating is only going to create more discourse and, well, anger between the players ourselves and between the company. So I just would like to see a statement regarding this, to be honest. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching and listening to my video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this inconsistency, especially revolving around transfers.